Hello, I'm Chris, this is Gross Models, and this is issue 16 of the Terminator Build of the T800 from Hachette. In this issue, we shall be doing some of the lower arm again, and I forgot, in this delivery we also got one of our free gifts for subscribers. You know, the screwdrivers were a bit rubbish and didn't really fit. Well, the head is a bit rubbish and it fits, but it's just a bit, yeah, it's actually got glue around here where it was sort of just been dipped in glue and glued together, I think. So yeah, it's a key ring, it's free, you can't knock it really, but it's, yeah, it's not great. So I'll put that somewhere and worry about it later. Right, so we are beginning the assembly of the first lower arm. We're actually not, because we've got some bits of the first lower arm already. But yeah, we won't worry too much about their wording and things like that. What we've got, this is a plastic heavy edition episode. We've got 3 plastic rods, 1 plastic outside bit, all some screws. There'll be metal. We got some metal, a couple of washers, a couple of things there as well. There's only 2 washers and 3 of them. That's interesting. And another plastic piece and a pot which has got nothing in it, so we'll get rid of that. It says 2 washers, so that's actually okay. It concerned me slightly. Right, let's move those up to the top of the page so I can turn the page over and we can see what we're doing. We're not using that yet. We're using a part from issue number 7, apparently. That's what it says there. And we're popping that onto there. So it just locates in. Easy, sorted, no problem at all. 4 pegs just go into there. Right, so that's that. When correctly fitted, it fits snugly into the recess. It does. It's fitted, it's recessed, it's snug. Then we're getting this piece, which has obviously got the other side at the reset, so you can actually, you can't see it, feel it, but it locates, so you'll be able to turn it round, but it'll only go into certain sort of locks into place. So assure that the markings are correctly aligned. I don't know what markings we're talking about. We're talking about that one, are we? Like that, but it turns. Why are we worried about the markings? Because it turns. Oh well, okay, let's not worry about that. We're going back again to the arm here. This is from issue 14. This is the arm and muscle assembly. There is a reset in the parts from issue 14 and a raised tab inside this bit. Oh right, so we've got a raised bar across there and that bit there. So basically that fits like that. Not rocket science, it works. It says have a screw and a washer ready. I haven't. Yeah, okay, let's get a screw and a washer ready. We've got 2 different types of screws in here, so let's go back a page and see. We have 16.5 and 16.6, so big ones and little ones. This says to use a 16.5, which is the big one. So what I'm going to do is just get one of the big ones out. So we're good with that. And a washer. So we're good with that. I reckon we're only going to use 1 washer and there's 1 spare. So yeah, we'll put the washer on the screw because that's the easy way of doing it. We'll get ready to go with that. We'll bring this back into play. And it goes right down in the middle there. Away from all of them. Get out of the way, you. This is fun. And the washer's going to fall off as soon as even though the screwdriver is magnetic, it's not magnetic enough to hold everything there. So we're not going to do it the way they say to do it because that's rubbish. That's not going to work very well. I'm going to take that off of there. I shall get the screw with the washer in place first. It goes there, and then we'll put this on over the top of that. And before I tighten it down, we'll get it to the location that it says to make it, and you know, so they're all happy. But as I say, I'm pretty sure it's going to be rotatable anyway. Insert it through the center and screw into the socket. So there you go. That's that. That's, yeah, it turns. It's not wobbling around or loose. I might be able to go a little bit tighter than that. Yeah, about there. That'll do. Okie dokie. Next page. Putting that aside, we're using these with the other little screws and the rubber washery thing. So we're not using the little washer. I'll put that safely aside in my pot. But I will get all 3 of these out. And 3 of these little screws. Let's just do 1 to begin with. So it says to do them all the same, so I won't bother repeating myself for you. We'll put 1 screw, 1 washer on 1 screw, and we'll tighten that up in the end there, making sure it's the end that it should be. That's tricky getting that lined up properly. There we go. Handy hint even, if you turn a screw backwards when it's fully undone and go a little bit further, you'll often feel it click into place as the end of the thread hits the end of the thread, and that should give you that there. Right, they will be going into there, and it just, yeah, they're very loose. I assume they're loose in all of them. A bit tighter in the longer ones, but yeah, so they go in there. I'll do the others and then we'll come back and finish off. That's the other 2 of those done, so we'll pop them in place. Obviously the other ends of these are going to be supported by something. Actually that's tighter, so let's see if that one, that's a bit looser in there, and that's better fit in there. That'll do, that's good. They're all in there securely. So that's what we've got so far this week, this issue. Pistons that go with the tendons and the muscles and things. I'll put that aside, and no doubt we'll be attaching it to other things shortly. Let's have a flick through the rest of the magazine. We've got The Adventures of Buckaroo Banzai. I remember that. I don't remember it well, but I do remember seeing it. I might have to dig that one out. It's one of the, yeah, what year was it? 84. Yeah, very strange space cowboy thing, but yeah. The future of American crewed spaceflight part 2, the SpaceX. Interesting, more details in there, but reusable things. Next week's the big one. This was a plastic part this week, so next week we're getting what should be a metal pot at the top of his head. So stick with me, come back soon for part 17, and thanks for watching. We'll see you soon for that.